But I can tell you that I hope for the sake of everybody, Ukrainians, Russians, and the whole of humanity, that this war stops immediately. Because if it doesn't, it's not only the Ukrainians and the Russians that will suffer terribly. Everybody will suffer terribly if this war continues because of the shock waves destabilizing the whole world. Let's start with the bottom line. Budgets. We have been living in an amazing era of peace in the last few decades, and it wasn't some kind of hippie fantasy. You saw it in the bottom line. You saw it in the budgets. In Europe, in the European Union, the average defense budget of EU members was around 3% of government budget. And that's a historical miracle, almost. For most of history, the budget of kings and emperors and sultans, like 50%, 80%, goes to war, goes to the army. In Europe, it's just 3%. In the whole world, the average is about 6%. I think, fact check me on this, but this is the figure that I know, 6%. What we saw already within a few days, Germany doubles its military budget in a day. And I'm not against it. Given what they are facing, it's reasonable for the Germans, for the Poles, for all of Europe to double their budgets. And you see other countries around the world doing the same thing. But this is a race to the bottom. When they double their budgets, other countries look and feel insecure and double their budgets. So they have to double them again and triple them. And the money that should go to healthcare, that should go to education, that should go to fight climate change, this money will now go to tanks, to missiles, to fighting wars. So there is less healthcare for everybody. And there is maybe no solution to climate change because the money goes to tanks. And in this way, even if you live in Australia, even if you live in Brazil, you will feel the repercussions of this war in less healthcare, in deteriorating ecological crisis, in many other things. Again, another very central question is technology. We are on the verge, we're already in the middle, actually, of new technological arms races in fields like artificial intelligence. And we need global agreement about how to regulate AI and prevent the worst scenarios. How can we get a global agreement on AI when you have a new Cold War, a new hot war? So in this field too, all hopes of stopping the AI arms race will go up in smoke if this war continues. So again, everybody around the world would feel the consequences in many ways. This is much, much bigger than just another regional conflict.